Hello and welcome. It's the 14th of May 2020. I am just back from my 36-hour trip to London, and differences in how things are done. Into the UK, no problems at all. Airport's empty, automatic passport reader, walk straight through. Piece of cake. Coming back to Hungary, different story. 50 of us on the airplane, about. Took 2 hours to get through. Every person had to get a carbon copy. The customs officer wrote a carbon copy of the address we're staying in, and we're on 14-day quarantine. And I just tried. Of course, it doesn't make sense because you do the quarantine and then walk outside. I rode the bus, I rode the train, I took a taxi, and then I got into my flat. So I just infected a ton of people on the way to my quarantine. If it made sense, you would have to take a taxi with a taxi driver that knew you were on quarantine straight to your door. But it's that whole thing, just appearance of doing something while actually doing nothing. So I have to suffer 2 weeks quarantine, opposite everyone else. Hungary's just opening up, the UK's opening up, people can go out. And when they were locked down, I was free to hike around and cycle, so doing it the opposite of everyone else. But anyway, this is the flight I got because I knew I was going to be here 14 days. So I am right on the Duna River looking at Marguerite Island. So I can sit and have a cup of coffee and just enjoy the scenery from one of the bedrooms. It's a 2-bedroom. I have a small balcony. This is a communist block of flats, so from the outside it's very ugly. But inside, my place is just fine. It's chilly out. You can see block of flats. Can't quite see Fisherman's Bastion or Parliament or anything. They're down there a ways, a little bit north of downtown. I got my new laptop so I can do some editing. I got some film of my first Ryanair flight, the trip to London, did the White Cliffs of Dover. So I have all those videos, and now I have the time, definitely. So I'll sit around today trying to edit something together of the little trip and some other videos I have and get those posted up. And I guess I'm gonna have to use one of those delivery apps to eat. I don't know anybody here, so we'll be eating out every day. They give you this sign as well. I have to put this up on the door. Big red sign that says I'm in quarantine. I'm infected. I'm a leper. It's good stuff. Whatever. And I think they came out today that everyone coming into the country will now be tested, and if you pass, you're good to go, and if you don't, you're in quarantine for 14 days. So I missed it by 1 day. I don't know if they're paying for it or not, but that's another thing. I just wrote to one of the clinics that does the testing. They come out to you and test you for it. I wrote to them and said, I'm in quarantine. Can you guys come out and test me so I can leave? And they said, it's illegal to test someone that's on official quarantine, which sounds idiotic to me. You're missing the whole point. The point is to find out if I'm infected, so why not test me? And I'm paying for it. I pay for them to come out, test me, and all that. But they said it's illegal. So the only thing I can think of that makes sense is the test is not reliable enough. That is all that makes sense. Otherwise, it's a bureaucratic idiocy that would piss me off. So I'm hoping that the tests are unreliable. And that's it. I'm stuck. If you have any questions, call me, write me. I will answer immediately, pretty much.